I love a simple, humble screwdriver. I don't need anything else until I stumbled across this mini electric screwdriver. Watch this video to see what it is, how it works, how it's better than its humble screwdriver and its high-powered buddies on the market, and how it's something you need but you didn't know you needed. We love it when things come in the post. I bought this from Aliexpress. I'll throw a link in the description and some discount codes to get some money off, so do check it out. Now watch on and find out about this awesome little thing. Now I bought it for 56 New Zealand dollars. Let's unbox it and see what's inside. Packaging is good. There is a box inside the box with a USB-C charging cord. That's handy. Use it for something else if I need as well. Now, what else is in here? Come on. Come on. Right, here we go. Some instructions. A wee tab that says enjoy work. I certainly will. Now that it says that, I definitely will enjoy my work. This is a pretty neat case. It's aluminium, feels solid. Now how do I get this thing open? I push that and it pops out. Cool, a little plastic case with the screwdriver and a whole bunch of screwdriver bits. Let's take a look at the screwdriver itself. It's quite small. It's the size of a large pen, maybe a marker pen size. It's not working just now. Oh yep, here we go. You turn it on and it goes backwards and forwards. There's two speeds. You can see it turning there. Let's have a look at the bits and see what we've got. Immediately the bits seem a little bit small, but it is for precision work, so that's ideal really. You don't want to have big massive bits if you're doing lots of precision work. The bits are held in by magnets so they don't fall out easily. Very simple operation with forward and reverse, or L and R as it's written on the device. Now I've had a look and apparently it can do 3 Newton meters of torque, so it's not very grunty, but it is enough, and that's actually good when you're disassembling or assembling delicate electronic or plastic goods. You don't want to put too much torque in, otherwise you end up burying heads, stripping threads, cracking plastic. So you want a low torque. I have this Enley torque key. I thought I'll see if it can turn and generate the 3 Newton meters of torque that it's supposed to. Now I haven't charged this, so this is purely the power that comes with the screwdriver out of the box, so maybe it's a little bit low on power, but you can see it's turning the gauge slightly, probably a little bit less than 3 Newton meters here. So if anything, it's probably a little bit light on torque, but I'll charge it up fully and see how it goes later on. I've been thinking, and I want to find a way of showing you how a humble or classic screwdriver is not as good as this precision electric screwdriver. So I'm going to unassemble part of this robot vacuum and then put it back together and then compare it with how quickly it would be with the electric screwdriver. So this is a iRobot Roomba vacuum cleaner. I'm going to take the bottom plate off, and then I'm going to take the little retaining plate that goes on the impact bumper and then put that back on and see how long it takes. Now I've got the base plate off. There is the retaining plate for the bumper. There's a series of screws around the outside. They are Phillips. I'm using my old trusty screwdriver to do this, and it's a bit of a process. This is what I normally do though, so it's completely standard for me. So if the electric screwdriver could speed things up, then it's actually going to improve my ability to do this a lot faster, and that would be great. It's quite a process. I am still working my way around the screws around this plate, one by one. And I think I'm pretty speedy on a classic screwdriver. but in some ways it's kind of like watching paint dry. And now it's off, we have to put it back on. All those screws have to go back on. Just about there. I've sped the video up slightly, but the classic screwdriver is 3 minutes and 31 seconds to do that operation, and I am going to repeat it now with the electric screwdriver. Now it's not as fast as I'd hope, but it is fast and it is consistent, and so as I work around, you can see with relative ease the screws are coming out one by one. And after I do this and put it back on again, I'm going to see how it compares. It's definitely much less effort. It feels pretty good so far. I am really enjoying using this screwdriver. Now I put it back on, it's easy, they go back in with ease. It doesn't go too far, so it's not damaging your thread, and it's doing it just enough in terms of tightness for the plastic, which is ideal for assembling things like this. Now the retaining plate is back on, just the base plate to go. Where is that base plate? Ah, here it is. Now screw that back into place and we'll just about be done, and we can compare the timing between the two types of screwdrivers. Electric screwdriver wasn't much faster, it was 2 minutes and 55 seconds, so it saves about 36 seconds. Which isn't a huge amount, but over the course of a full disassembly, then it's actually going to be quite a lot, and it's actually much easier to control, so it is good. Now here I am undoing another screw here, just to compare. This is using the electric screwdriver, which is nice and gentle, and it is able to do it without applying too much force. And now, let's bring in the big guns. An impact driver, 18 volt. Let's see what it does to the screw. It's definitely going to be fast, but I think it's going to probably destroy the plastic and or screw. Let's see. Only just a little bit, and it's going to mash that screw. Put it back in again, and oh no, that plastic looks damaged. What did I expect? But that's why a mini precision screwdriver is going to be much better. How do we charge this thing? It's USB, and it's USB-C here, but where do I put it into the thing? Get myself an adapter. There we go. In the end there is a USB hole. Plug it in. It shows red when it's charging. You can see that light flashing. You know it's charging. Close up of the buttons. That's where the tip goes. And when it's fully charged, it goes this light color. It really is as simple as that. This really would be a good addition to any toolbox, and I think you should check out the link below. Watch on for more videos of great items like this. Check out my code in the description to get some discounts, and I hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe if you have. thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. See ya.